Today we are going to heat up this pipe to try to detach it from this fitting so we can reuse this fitting. This is a really hard to find fitting, and if we can reuse it, it'll save me, 50 to 100 bucks depending on where you get it. Usually the videos that I saw online were for PVC, but I'm going to try with this material. To see if it'll work. I think it will. So the idea behind it is we're going to heat this up and then use something like a pair of pliers or something like this to get between the pipe and the fitting. Kind of pry it out, and once that's loose, we're going to use a pair of pliers and just kind of take care of the rest of it. So the first thing that has to be done is we need to cut this down, get rid of all the extra that we can get to, so we're only dealing with the part of the pipe that we don't have direct access to. It's going to make things a little bit easier. So I'm going to do that real quick. Handy dandy pipe cutter. Man, I'm so glad that I discovered these things existed, because prior to that, I was really struggling to get good clean cuts off of pipes like this. And now, it's kind of a piece of cake, although I'm not really demonstrating that right now because I'm taking lots of cuts, but I'm trying to make sure that the cut is close to the fitting without actually cutting the fitting. So it's a little bit more of a delicate task. Screw it. I'll just cut it a little further away. Shouldn't hurt anything. To it. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to start by heating up this thing. I have the inner body for this diverter valve. I have it set to close so that the hot air does not go into the whole body of it. I think that's probably going to be safer for the valve. I really don't want to jack this valve up. I just want to try to get the old pipe out of here. I have my heat gun set to 940 degrees. This is a Wagner HT 4500. After having a series of cheap heat guns, this one really is a lot better. It gives you a lot more control. It heats up faster, and all the tips that it comes with, I've used most of them. They've come in handy. So this thing is starting to heat up. I can see that because there's a little bit of a sheen to the rubber. Again, I have to be careful not to heat up the fitting. Things are starting to move. Put down the heat gun for a second and see if I can get this thing started. See, I can move it with my bare hands actually. And it's surprisingly not too hot to touch. Well, heads up though, for sure. So it's coming loose, slowly but surely. I think it might be heating up a little too much because it's wanting to rip apart rather than come off. So I'm going to back up with the heat gun a little bit. Alright, and now that I have some of it loosened up, I can switch to the pliers. Get the pliers down in here and then give it a turn. So when I turn the pliers, it just kind of makes everything come apart. I'm going to release this from the clamp and show you what happens when you turn. It just kind of comes apart. And there you go. One clean, ready for reuse fitting. I'm probably going to give it a little bit of a sanding on the inside before I reuse it, but comes out clean, no deforming. This thing is barely warm. And there's the whole thing. Thanks for watching. Good luck with yours. Catch you later.